Cast. We're in West Falmouth at the scene of the fiery car crash yesterday. Apparently the car ended up coming in here. You can see some damaged trees in the background, ignited, and two heroes who came by pulled a guy who was on fire out of the car. We're about to meet these heroes. Well, yesterday was a pretty crazy day, pretty scary day, I guess, for you guys getting involved in this. Bob, what happened from your vantage point?
We were driving south on 28A and going to turn right towards Sippawisset. And when we went to make the turn, we looked ahead and there was a vehicle that was down in the ditch. It seemed to have just caught fire. It wasn't very involved initially when we arrived. And one person was getting out of the back seat. I got out the cell phone, we pulled over, I got out the cell phone to call 911, and Andy hopped out and went towards the truck.
So Andy, you head over towards the car. What do you see? What do you do?
Well, the car's on fire. Flames are coming from the hood, you know, the front of the car. At this point, there's a girl that has already got out of the vehicle through the back passenger door. I approach her. I ask, is there anybody else in the car? She said, there's two people. So I looked and I saw that there's two people. At that point, I opened up the passenger door. There was a girl in the front passenger seat just getting ready to get out. She was kind of dazed. I helped her out, grabbed her out. She was able to move on her own, limping. Was a little shaken up, whatever. Got her out, and then there was a guy that was driving, and he was turned, and he was just about trying to start to get out as well. He was on fire. His clothing was already on fire at that point. So when that girl got out, I went over. He was actually turned and starting to come through the back seat, out the back passenger door. I grabbed him under his arm, got him out. He came out, his pants were on fire and flaming. There was winter jacket on the ground, probably fallen out of the vehicle. I grabbed that and extinguished the flames the best I could on the gentleman at that time. At that point, I turned around, and then other people had started to arrive. Bob had come in behind me. There's a couple other folks there, pulled him away and got him to a spot where he was laying down on the side.
When Andy went and got the guy out of the car, I was still on the phone with 911, and I saw the guy rolling on the ground, and Andy picked up the jacket and was trying to douse the flames, and you know, it was not a it didn't just go out. I grabbed the two water jugs that I had there from my lunch and headed over towards Andy, and somebody else were helping the guy further from the car, because when he got out and rolled, he was on the ground quickly, you know, right near the car. And so as they were pulling him away, I was dumping a jug on each leg. I mean, his pants were still, I mean, the huge flames were out, but there was still embers and it was still going.
So Andy, you're jumping into this like a flaming car, a guy on fire. Aren't you afraid yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. My adrenaline was running. It was, you know, it was a scary situation, you know.
So Andy, do you consider yourself a hero?
I mean, if that's what a hero is, yeah, I guess. I'm not looking for publicity. I don't want any big notoriety, but you know, to save a life's a good feeling, and it's a heroic act. I mean,
So in those moments, do you go on to like autopilot? What is running through your brain?
Definitely you do, you know. I mean, I looked at the car. I didn't want to put myself in harm's way. I was calm enough to perceive what was taking place at that point, not to run into it and get myself hurt, but I saw that it was possible to do what I did, to help those folks at that point, and that's what I did. But yeah, you're on adrenaline, you're on autopilot, you know. That's why I think anybody would have done that, you know.
These guys are true heroes.
Well, I wonder, sort of in a boss sense, you get a couple of heroes. Do you get a hero bonus, a day off?
I don't know. They just had about an hour off with you guys, so no. I think we'll do something special for them this year. Really, it's nice. It's nice to know somebody like that, and hopefully we'd all do that for our neighbor.
Cast.